Henny. My name is Hez, and welcome to the What If Deku Became the One Below All. So where we left off, we were so I explained the entire thing of how Zuko meets Doomsday version of himself, Illusioner, and yeah, in his dreams, and then he battled against All for One, and All for One lost. He had his head ripped off of his body, his heart ripped out of his chest, and basically a massacring all the Nomus that were in the vicinity. And yeah, all the pro heroes and the villains like Shirakusen, Kirigiri, Magnus, Dobby, every League of Villain member and villains, they are alive, except for All for One and the Nomus. As, yeah. And he was done explaining everything to All Might, the detective, and Nezu. Oh. And, yeah. When Zuko was walking back to his house, he got stopped by All Might by putting his hand onto his shoulder, as he tells him that no matter if you're that creature or our world, all version Zuko, you're always going to be our friend. Hey? And try not to massacre the entire world, okay? Like what that Doomsday Zuko did. Yeah. But reason why I'm not looking at you, Who All Might, because remember that dead body that you saw? Yeah. Every dude don't do that to me. Hey, because you and I are. I know that you were a very strong fella. Yeah. That's why at age of 4, or actually at age of 3, I wanted to become a hero just like how you are. But then after seeing, or, or after the quirk doctor that told me that I was quirkless, and after seeing Doomsday Zuko, or Doomsday version of me, I just gave up being a hero completely. Because that's how I feel right now. As All Might didn't really knew that how traumatized Zuko was on seeing those dead bodies things again. And so then Zuko walked away, traumatized by what Zuko is traumatized, still recovering from that whole experience thing. So then after he got home, and he cooked himself some food. He did some laundry before, and he did tidy up pretty good. As, yeah, it was so clean that even if his parents showed up right then and now, it would have been like, yeah. So then, yeah. Zumi aim was, or actually, Inko, or actually, Izuku was just relaxing, watching some TV, like cartoons, to try to flush out all that negativity thing, like therapy. Aim. He sometimes goes to like, the beach, and lays on it, or sits on it, looking at the water, how fresh, clear it is, and getting some sun tan. As he relaxes, tries to like clean out his brain, or his what he just saw, like out of sight, out of mind thing. As, yeah, as the Nezu knows that if the villains recruit him as a villain, then we'll all be like what he showed us. As Midnight and Blood Hero didn't get like the details of what just happened to Zuko, or the kid, but then when they told, or when the detective told them the entire thing, Midnight, the Blood King, and Mr. Aizawa and Snipe, the rest of them like were like puking and hooking into the garbage cans, as they could not believe that, as they're saying, wait, so you're saying that who did that to, or to those poor people? Well, as news reporters, one day one day when Zuko was just laying down on the beach watching the waves thing, the news company, like all the news reporters, asked him a bunch of questions, like, or actually, let's say there was one news report thing, or reporter that wants to have some big news, but then they're like, or he's like, okay. But then the news reporter found Zuko, the same one that just killed All for One. Yeah. So she goes over with the camera, as she wakes him up from his, like, his trance thing. As, yeah, Zuko, oh, had no interest in popularity, but then she told him if I know, or actually, she says, I know about your doomsday side. So, I want, as he, what happened, and to just please tell us whole like backstory. As he takes a breather, the other guy, he might ain't want. I'll explain in a minute. Okay, but I'll have to ask the other guy too if I can share it. As Doomsday Zuko says, "Yes, please." in his no hesitation. Yes, please. Go ahead to share. All right. As he sat down, with a news reporter, as in the like in that set where they usually do their news thing, as Zuko, or as the news lady says, we have here a special guest that just beats, or he just beaten all for one. You guys might know him as the from that, but you also know his type is mystery. So, and he's a very golden opportunity. Here he is, Zuko Midoriya slash Doomsday, because there's two in one. Hey, so as she asks him about the whole like, what was your story of behind your alternate self? Because we all know that when the Doomsday, or when the other guy explained it, but what happened? As Zuko explains the full details. I am not gonna bore you with it, so yeah. He says that, well, in his universe, there's his mother, Inko, got killed by a quirk doctor. As he recognizes that guy, this guy right here. As they see the entire screen of who he was, the famous quirk doctor, what is he behind? As he explains that, well, he told me, or he told my other alternate self that he was quirkless. But something caught his eye, and he shot his mother. court doctor shot Zuko's mother, disposed her body, and yeah, experimented on him from age of 4 to age of 15. Then it was time, and it was pretty painful process for him. And yeah, but what I seen in that world, as he starts to tear up, as the news reporters understand that what he saw, as he showed, as he uses the pictures that Doomsday Zuko took and shared, as he pulls out the pictures, as they saw in horror of what every single person, as everyone was scared out of their minds. They even Momo saw her own headless body. Every single person was dead in that universe because of two people. The Quark Doctor created my character, and All for One releasing it onto the world. As he's still traumatized, his body is shook up from it. As Zuko, now I'm starting to tear up. Yeah, I'm starting to tear up from making this what if. So let's move on. As all the villains heard that just keep it together. Keep it together. Sorry, I'm starting to cry in real life right now. So, yeah. Basically, it is pretty emotional. So, then the news reporters starts to cry. Even people that are that are using cameras are starting to cry. Everyone in the entire world that watched it was crying. Yeah. As they go, they all asked him to move, or let's move on from that. So yeah, then yeah, so then when he got home, guess who was there? Or finally showed up. It was Inko. Oh, sorry I couldn't find her picture, but yeah. Inko, Asashi, and Zumi were crying as they all hugged Zuko. As Zuko tells them, or he even told everyone, that's actually not a lie, that's actually the truth. um, even they even asked him to, like, let's see the big guy. Okay, as he transforms, like he took a wheel, and don't worry, he's not gonna kill. He just talks on. Yeah, it was pretty painful, as he says. It was pretty painful to going through like these. So yeah, as everyone was crying, and they even, some of them are like, they could not believe. As yeah, they, yeah. So he turns back as Class A, Class B, pro heroes, villains, they all start crying. So yeah, because how that's what happened to him. And yeah, as even Overhaul, or there's Ginkgo. So yeah, even Overhaul, sorry, was crying. So Inko, Asashi, and Zumi now realize that Zuko is that percentage of mystery that he fell into. And yeah, yeah, Inko, Asashi, and Zumi are so proud. But when one thing that made Inko so sad about was the alternate version of her own son saying, when I say alternate, means different person, said that their mother got shot. Yeah. So, yeah, it was terrifying. And, yeah. But he unlocked an, like, or he actually, one night, he actually went to bed. And he ended up seeing his another alternate version of himself. That alternate version of himself is Great for Leviathan Zuko. From What If Deku Was Great for Leviathan? Yeah. So, and they start talking, and yeah, when they saw, or when he looked over and saw Momo's, oh, the, let me be right back. When they saw, or when Zuko from this What If universe saw Momo with his Great Leviathan self, as he asks, "Who is she?" Oh, this? As Momo says, "I'm Momo Irozu." but please call me Momo. Oh? Oh? And I'm also Zuko's, or I am the wife to him. As Zuko was like, as he looked away, sorry, I'm trying to keep my phone awake. So, yeah, Momo, who ended up, or actually, Zuko looked away from her, as Great Leviathan knew that he didn't know that what was going on with him, so he asks what's happened. Well, I'm still traumatized from the first time that I used my powers. In my first dream, very first dream that I had was of a doomsday version of us has killed everybody in his timeline. When Momo heard us, what did, or so she says, what do you mean us? As Zuko's, or Great Leviathan version of Zuko says, it means me and him are connected. So basically, when he says us, it means me and him are technically would be a same person, but with two different motives. Like how there's probably all the alternate versions of you, Momo. As, yeah, Momo, who understands that wise none of hers talks to herself. As Great Leviathan tells Momo that the reason why he is talking to him is because Zuko is not from our world. He is from a alternate timeline. And reason why he is different from me, Momo, as he explains things that the whole multiverse thing. As Momo ends up, because Momo is his wife, she always agrees, as she starts laughing, and like when, yeah. So then he gets up next night, very happy, as he walks out, or actually, his sister, his mother, and his father didn't realize that it's been like so long since they've seen Zuko. He ends up cooking for himself. And yeah, and goes right to school. Like he doesn't even. It's been so long, so they needed to have some of that bondage to him too. Because, yeah, Inko, Asashi, and Zumi did a little field trip to, yeah, I know it's kind of probably getting dull, but yeah, Zuko went to, actually, a quirkless school, and he made a lot of friends. And some of them aren't like they are. There's even people that are punk rock, uh, that have like mohawks and like tattoos all over their bodies, kind. And they even like, hey, what's up, bro? As yeah, they all give high fives to him. As they all like hang out. And one day, actually, he did a full like recovery from that experience thing of what that just happened, and to with Doomsday. So he is now relaxed, as his sister is now a pro hero, and he is a relaxed person. As Bakugo, that saw the Doomsday part, and he was crying. Where is that part there where he's crying? Yeah, he was crying, because he didn't realize that Zuko been through a lot the last 24 or like, yeah. So they decided, or actually, Inko, Asashi, and Zumi threw a birthday party for him. But they didn't realize that because he been so like separated from them, and they didn't like celebrate his birthday. He's been like walking around the mall by himself, just relaxing. As he, or Asashi and Inko, no, oh, or actually Asashi looked at Inko and told her that they failed on their son. So, yeah, they failed on their son because he doesn't know what presents from Christmas time is. He doesn't even know what being with his family is. He's always been so like on the go, leaving the house all the time. As actually one day they followed him as he goes to the ocean, the beach, as he just sits there, just relaxing, and he doesn't want to. Oh, he needed some like, yeah. So he doesn't want to talk to anyone, and and he doesn't even want to like be with anyone at the moment. As he starts to figure out the, yeah, to relax. As Zumi went with them, as they didn't realize that Zuko went to the range every single day. He even goes to like the stores on like snow days things. And he's just that kind of person that's still recovering from the what just happened to him in the last. Yeah. So then, yeah, overhaul fight. I'm skipping because it didn't never actually happen. Because or actually, scratch that. It did happen, but Zuko, who knew that his body, or he used the power of like, he actually ended up getting One for All, not from his sister or from All Might or anyone like that. He there was a canon one. He or in an alternate timeline where Zuko was born with One for All instead. Yeah. So Zuko who asked to borrow it. As he borrows and as he punched All for One or Overhaul. And yeah, it was crazy. Because he used Black Whip and Float and every other quirk that was in it. And he even used the Doomsday Zuku's powers. Yeah, Zuko ended up beating the snot out of Overhaul by using Doomsday Zuku's power with One for All and the Illusioner to make illusion copies of himself. And he even used the dark version of Dark Shadow. He used everyone's quirk. As yeah. He went even faster. That's caught even Zumi off guard on yeah. As he was still traumatized by how much blood. And yeah. So he even used the unique skill that Whitebeard does that sends shockwaves things or trem things. What he did in that one scene. Yeah. So Zuko ends up using the that fist thing to punch the air. Yeah. Zuko ended up killing all for overhaul, and he's still like traumatized, but he's just now relaxed. He's not the like, because being like doing something out of the house is like relaxing enough. Oh, because he was so traumatized that after seeing like all the dead bodies, it was like, what would you do if someone like told you to like look how many anime body pillows? Would you look at all those body pillows things, or yeah? So he ends up, yeah, might be the most powerfulest, dangerous person in the entire world. So yeah, even heck, Stars and Stripes showed up before on like a secret mission to infiltrate of who like was creating the that doomsday creature thing, like doomsday, yeah. So as they tried to figure out why the but he's the machine went beep 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 beep, or like it, because the court doctor in this alternate timeline really didn't do it to Zuko, but in this alternate timeline. But if you guys want to see the what if Deku became the Doomsday, go check it out. Or oh, and yes, the it was scary. Stars and Stripes. Let's get back into the story. Stars and Stripes in walks towards the beach with a machine that tells her that there was this doomsday thing that was because her mission was to stop whoever's creating these doomsday creature or doomsday things. They think it was like that town. But when she got to there and got to the where he was at, and she looked around and she sees a young man and just laying there, relaxed, asked, as she asks him, young man, is there a... Yeah, so they did a lot. As the machine went crazy over his body. As he gets up, as the Sergeant Stripe says, are you the Doomsday thing? Because I'm looking for the ones that are creating these Doomsday weapons. And from the town, and look like you are the one. Oh, you mean the other guy? Hey? he's not a really big threat to what you're describing. But if someone's trying to use like dangerous weapons, I'm in. And he's also in too. As Stars and Stripes looks around and she starts to giggle, like laughing at him. As he says, or actually she says, "What do you mean the other guy?" I went out. As he grew to, yeah, he is, in this what if, I'm making Doomsday Zuku way bigger than Stars and Stripes. As he looks down on her. Yeah. As he got taller. As even, like, he says, when he says the other guy, he means me or the other alternate versions of himself. As Stars and Stripes went from being like laughing at her or at him to being like, oh crap, yep, if you two want to join me in this mission, go right ahead. As the as they went over and like into the forest, the military or villains' base that's making these doomsday weapons, he says, huh. As Doomsday says, well, looks like I'll just run in and I'll take the aim. Okay? And Stars and Stripes says, well, how about we sneak in and disactivate their force field thing? Really? And Zuko says, huh, if you really want to, I'll be happy to. As he asked Invisible Girl or Invisible Zuko to use his powers, as he went full invisible, as he snuck right past the security system, and the guy was like watching the cameras, having donut, as he also combined two other ones. Zuko combines Doomsday Zuko's with like assassin. Yeah, Zuko ended up killing the people. Yeah, as he disactivates the security system, security cameras, as the as everybody was like not on their alert, so they all like came in, as even people that are on their guard were all secretly assassinated. Yeah. One by one, two by two, three by threes. Yeah. So then the Stars and Stripes snuck right in. And yeah, the Zuko ends up beating or kidnapping as he as Doomsday Zuko sees little kids getting experimented on. As Zuko is or Doomsday Zuko is about to lose his cool. As he's trying to suppress it, as Sergeant Stripes doesn't understand what's going on with him, so he says, or she says, focus on the mission, okay? As he starts to go, sneaks back, as now, yeah, he's slaughtered all those people, the villains, just to clarify, the ones that made Doomsday weapons, and yeah, and he saved the children's from getting experimented on, like what he was in his universe, as he tries to calm himself down. Like he even trying not to be so as he tells Stars and Stripes that he's gonna bring this entire place down so it doesn't get rebuilt. Well, sure. As because Stars and Stripes knows that Doomsday Zuko could survive anything. Making the bet. So, yeah. Doomsday Zuko destroys the entire facility. As everything explodes, all of it explodes. So, then he comes back as he's like, no child or adult have to go through that experiment again. As Doom or Stars and Stripes doesn't understand what the oh crap, sorry. And yeah, that's what here all this that's her face would look like. And yeah, when they when she got back to the her hometown, or actually she got caught up in what's going on, and the government from America told her everything about the other side of Deku or Zuko that she worked with. And yeah, they he she needed to comfort him next time they see each other's. And yeah, Zuko needed a lot of therapy after doing that stunt again. As Inko, Asashi, and Zumi were even class 1A, were was even spying on him. And when he's at the range or in the thing. Yeah, he is just like getting some therapy in his own way. As they all ask him, why do you usually do that, Zuko? It's my therapy. To just clear my mind from being a, you know, as even Zuko or Zumi understands why that her brother goes to there every single day or goes to the mall every single day. Yeah. Because he doesn't understand what family means. So, yeah. And then Zuko, was like, Zuko, Asashi, and Zumi took him out to dinner and spending time with him, kind. So, yeah, and I am going to leave a poll for who would he be shipping with. I already did that before. Let's see what the results are. Wow. Todoroki's sister is taking the lead, and she won. And so, that would be his girlfriend in that timeline. So, and for the one that was way before, the one above all, he gets Momo Irozu. Yeah. Just like the one that was before. So, that's actually my plan, was to implement not Momo, but the Todoroki's like sister, her, into this story. So, at the mall, Todoroki's sister was at there. She always ends up giving a kind smile to Zuko because she actually has feelings for him. And yes, loved ones. Like, she is in love with him. So she asks him out on a date. They got married and had 4 kids. Or actually 6 kids. Yeah, from her. Yeah. So basically, all of them have they are in the mystery category. Alright. So yeah. So this video has gone for as long as it should be because of my slow talking, but that's okay. Yeah. She knew about the other Zukus. So now, please leave a like, share, subscribe, and comment. And if you guys want me to do a what if Deku had kaiju girlfriend in my own way, please comment down. So, bye.